Alright, Lucast, episode 3. Eventful stuff going on. There's protests in New York, people getting shot in New York. How we doing? Maddy was just in a protest in New York. Tell us about it. Gaza Strip.
Yeah, I was protesting in favor of the Gaza Strip. And
Gaza.
you might think the Gaza Strip is something you can get at Kuma Charmers or at Satori Laser and Beauty Salon or at KFC. But the Gaza Strip is a little 5-mile wide piece of land stuck between Israel and Egypt that has been under military blockade since 2007 or 8, since the Hamas political party came into office. Because of the military blockades on all sides, Gaza Strip is now a closed system. You can't get in or out. No food can get in or out. No jobs or economy can get in or out. You're totally stuck.
Okay.
Now, there used to be a controlled amount of food that was let in.
Wait, pause there. I don't see the problem.
Yeah, what does that have to do with us, A? And B, what is a bunch of goofballs marching around New York City
I'm getting there.
amidst the gunfire? How is this going to help us? That's what the people want to know.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So I had to give some history because a lot of people just like to go off.
That's good, that's good.
Nearest cause and, turn into jealous fanatics about it. But you know what you're fighting for, then it's kind of dumb. So, because there is a military blockade, it's really hard to get stuff in and out of Gaza Strip. And most recently, Benjamin Netanyahu said, we're now going from like 95% blockade to 100% blockade. So now there's literally like no food going in or out of Gaza, and people cannot leave Gaza.
Yeah, fuck them kids.
Yeah, and it's mostly kids living there. So in the past,
Wait, you're trying to tell me that it's mostly children? It's like 90% children?
Yeah, that sounds like Kaepernick.
how many kids in Gaza?
Like, bro, kids can't live
Children are
independently.
nearly half the population of Gaza.
Whoa.
Bro, what?
How many in Gaza?
I guess that's possible, right?
There are 2 million people living in Gaza.
Like, if half the people have... No, if all the people in Gaza have one child...
Yeah, so
Sounds like an algebra problem.
Like, bro, no society can be mostly kids unless... Because it would be like Lord of the Flies, right? Isn't that where, like, everyone on the island's a fucking child? And then you just have to live in, like, child-made huts made of Legos?
yeah, so... And it's all getting bombed by the Israeli military.
Bomb, Iran. Yeah.
I'm getting to the U.S. involvement, but basically Donald is big friends with Benjamin Netanyahu, and our tax dollars have been going to foreign countries, and I want my American tax dollars to pay for American stuff.
Same.
So it seems kind of dumb that I pay taxes, and then my money goes off to somewhere around the world to make missiles and bomb kids,
So this protest was to stop aid to Israel?
The protest was to open aid to Gaza Strip at the United Nations headquarters, in which there was a conference today hosted by France and the Saudi Arabian Emirates to try and have people come to the table and find a solution. Because Israel and Egypt have imposed a 100% blockade on the Gaza Strip.
Okay, so if I'm hearing you right, it's like a pro-Palestine, pro-Gaza Strip. So were there any elements of this protest where folks had you thinking it was kind of like anti-Israel? Or can it be like can one be like, is there a stance we could take in 2025 that's like pro-Palestine and Israel? Because they just can't seem to get along. And that's what I haven't heard any of that from anyone. Like, everyone's either pro-Palestine or pro-Israel. Yeah, like, that's what we got to figure out. We started it last episode, and maybe today we can finish it so we can actually move on to important topics. Not that this isn't important, but, like,
So, yes, you can be pro-Palestine and pro-Jewish people. The protest here specifically was to lower the blockade to allow food back into the Gaza Strip. and the protest was aimed specifically at Egypt and Israel. And I'm there because I don't think Donald should be giving all of our American tax dollars to Israel.
Ooh, maybe we can react to some clips, because I just remembered Netanyahu actually just did a podcast with the Nelk Boys, of all people.
Who are the Nelk Boys?
The Nelk Boys are, like, smoking backwoods in Target prank. Like, they blew up doing pranks in, like, 2016, 2017 on YouTube. They're just some kids from Canada. And they've grown their empire to just be, like, one of the biggest YouTubers. And, like, they have this whole squad. They made a seltzer, like a little fucking, like, White Claw competitor. And they're just doing big business. And they have a podcast. And they just have, they've had, like, Morgan Wallen's, fucking Mark Cuban's, they've had Trump on the podcast. So now they're able to just, like, they just are in the White House. And they're like, hey, Netanyahu wants to talk if you want. And they're just like, fuck it, dude, let's, like, the full send guys. And they're just fucking like, oh my god, dude, you like Burger King more than McDonald's? No way. What's your favorite burger? And he's just over there, like, people think he's just fucking capping the whole time, because he's like, they're like, yeah, like, apparently, like, you guys are kind of, like, stopping food from going into Gaza, or, like, wherever the fuck. And he was like, no, actually, we're trying to help. We had a few trucks try to go in and give them food the other day. But he's got this little, like, smirk on, and he looks like an evil villain, like, just lying on a podcast. And these boys don't know enough about politics to, like, challenge him appropriately, so, like, 100% of the comments were just like, damn, bro, these boys fucked up. He's over here just lying to them, and they're eating it up, talking about burgers and shit. This is retarded. Like, they're calling the Nelk Boys, like, fucking terrible, man. They're like, you might as well, like, you interviewed the modern-day Hitler, and you were just kind of palling around, we hate you and shit. And the Nelk Boys kind of responded just like, well, look, dude, like, if you had the opportunity to interview a world leader, I bet you would too. Like, we're just, you know what I'm saying? They're just trying to have a podcast with big guests. But, like, so funny. But yeah, like, when I say this shit to my dad, he just is like, nah, bro, like, that's just fucking, what's his stance actually? Like, it's like, he's acting like Netanyahu is not exactly this war criminal that everyone on the internet says he is. But I'm like, dude, if everyone who's studying politics and history is claiming that he's doing bad shit and starving people, and there are people starving, like, every other YouTube video I get is this fucking sheik or this Middle Eastern guy that's like, the kids are starving, can you donate $25? And I'm like, sounds like they're really starving, bro, because I've seen this ad 50 fucking times today. And I don't even watch anything that related to Palestine or the Middle East. So I'm just going to keep praying for those kids and the Jews in Israel too, because I just wish they could just squash the beef. Like, it's just, they could just have, like, a rap beef instead. That could be a solution, right? Why can't they just start making songs? They're over here fucking shooting Predator missiles at each other, like, every few months, or whatever they do. And just killing kids and starving people, and what's that about? That's not loose stuff.
Yeah.
Even though I am starving right now. That's just strategic fasting. To maintain my girlish figure. Along with running, I went on a 7-mile run today. We're going to switch up. That's sort of like, I'm going back to my morning routine of waking up, not super early, but I woke up at 7:15 today, and then I did the 7-mile run, just about. A little less than 7.
That was bad.
And then I just, I had showered, had a coffee, had a fucking little yogurt, and I went to work. What do you guys do before work? Because this is a relatable topic, People are going to watch this. They're going to listen.
Wake up and I get the fuck out of bed. I'm too... Oh, fuck, I got 0 kills.
Do it step by step. Well, maybe that's why. I saw a clip of Kevin Gates on a podcast. He's a pretty successful musician. And he's been going viral, all sorts of clips talking about, wellness and this and that. And he said, if you ain't make your bed in the morning, you already lost the day. So every day I make my bed. And so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you start is how you finish. So, like, tell us how you start your day. And we might just very well figure out why you're so trash at COD based on your routine and your habits. Maybe. Possible. If you want to share with us.
They're all far away.
You get out of bed.
They're beating me at the long range engagements.
Wait. This is we play COD at the end of the day. We gotta start at the beginning of the day. Like, do you make your bet? You said you get out of bed, and then what? You don't just get out of bed, right? Like, what's step 2?
I take out my mouth guard.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I kind of do that too. I have a retainer.
Yeah, nah, my teeth are getting a little tired.
Okay, but like run through the routine, right? Like we don't have to focus on the minutia of like each step. Like take out the retainer, like duh. Like just go, kind of blaze through it.
Said start at the beginning.
Yeah, like go step by step, but like let's try to make it concise because we've probably been recording for like damn near 20 minutes already. Let's try to have like an hour, a solid hour of podcast. And then if we get carried away, go a little over, like that's cool. But we already like have dove into an issue, We kind of got to warm up. Not that no rush, but it's just like we do this at night and we try to go to bed early, so that's the only kind of time constraint. Keep that in mind. That's all I'm saying.
I usually wake up like as late as possible. I never really like to.
Like what's late? Like when did you wake up today?
Today? Oh, like 11. Ooh, I don't have shifts. I'm off season.
Yeah, you're a teacher. So you're just chilling like... You're like a student, huh? In the summertime? You're just like, oh, wake up whenever. Like, so no alarm?
Yeah.
Whoa. Alright, keep going. You woke up at 11 today, then what?
Fucking hell!
Mouth guard?
You wake up, take out your mouth guard. Fucking hell, that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, something that helps me never, like, not really find myself in that situation, really, except for this game sometimes. But even with the game, I wake up, I meditate, like, immediately. Or usually I wake up and I'm kind of bricked up, but it's just because I have to pee. So I go pee, and then I come back and I meditate for like 2 to 5 minutes. I have like guided meditations on this app. I'll send it to you if you want. Insight Timer is what it's called. Ron showed it to me.
Okay.
But what do you? So you wake up at 11, mouth guard, keep going.
I brush my teeth.
And you can just keep going. Yeah, all the steps.
And then I eat my mini wheats.
Hell yeah.
Those are good.
I've been adding in some protein powder because I don't think I eat that much actually. And that's been pretty helpful. And then I take all my meds. And then I'm out the door and off to the subway. And maybe I close my eyes on the subway real quick and then I'm gonna do this while playing. And then I'm at work and
And then you get hit by a fucking Israel missile, bro. Because you live in the city, dude. No. The city's fucked, but at least you don't have to dodge missiles. Like, they really, I guess, have to do that in Israel, supposedly. That sucks.
I'm not saying this was my 9/11, but I was in Midtown yesterday during the and I left like an hour before the shooting started.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I mean when I'm like, be careful like that. New York is fucked. And it's not even like New York is fucked. Miami's fucked too. But in New York, I feel like the cops will not help you, bro. Like, bro, they'll shoot you and then they'll Millie Rock like lazily down the block at a slow pace, and no one's gonna give a fuck. Like, if someone flags a cop down and goes, yo, he just got shot, then the cop might be like, wait, what? For like a couple minutes. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got some cops' attention when I was at the Port Authority. I like skirted through the fucking yellow light. And like, I guess there was a crosswalk that I didn't notice because like no one was in it. But there's people on the sidewalk, obviously, by the train station. And the cops were like, yo, dude, like, everything all right? Like, there's people walking here. You could have fucking hit somebody. And I was like, oh, yeah, my bad. They were just fucking all honking, I guess. I didn't notice I was in the turning lane, so I was just getting out of the way. I wasn't trying to obstruct traffic, and, like, doesn't look like I fucking hit anybody, so what's the fucking problem? And after, I wasn't, like that. I was, like, really polite, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm kind of stressed out. I'm over here looking for my bumper. Have you seen one? Somebody just fucking hit my car. I'm not even trying to be here. And I was, like, getting kind of emotional, bro. I was, like, hadn't been sleeping. They're like, damn, you working 16s? That's how the cops were talking to me. I was like, what? Like 16-hour shifts. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess. And they're like, just get the fuck out of here. I was like, damn, bro, like, they're going to think I'm fucked up, bro. I'm over here crying. I'm like, I'm not fucked up, I promise. I was like, I'm not getting another DUI. And they're like, bro, we don't give a fuck. Just get the fuck out of here. And I was like, oh, all right. I feel like that's just how cops are, bro. Like, if no one's getting shot, they're like, oh, just ran past us with a fucking flat screen he stole. Oh well. Or like he just snatched a bitch's handbag. Oh well.
It's probably like a way you gotta prioritize if you're a cop in a city of like 18 million people.
There's a lot going on there. Yeah, but like I feel like if I could beat the shit out of someone on the sidewalk, and the cops would be like, hey, and then once I start running and they get gassed, they'd be like, you know what? I do not care. Am I right or am I right? I don't know. I haven't been there in a minute.
That sounds resonant.
I haven't done that shit, but like if I was a cop in New York City, I might do that just because it's, again, like the volume of crime in the city, or just fucking. It's just based on what they want to do that day too. Like cops have side quests too.
I mean, this is a Batman origin story. Like Batman feels like like the cops in Gotham City are just corrupt and don't really do shit.
Yeah, but is there a Batman in New York? There's just that fucking spider guy. That spider crimp. You know what I'm talking about? But he just fucking dances.
Iron Man's in New York.
What? Wait, we're kind of venturing here though. Okay, so you... Wait, but you did all that shit today? Like you jumped on the subway after eating today to go to the protest?
I didn't do any of that.
Like, yeah, what's today like?
Today I went, I returned some library books. I fucking hell. I keep talking while I'm shooting, and then I stop aiming.
What?
It's going badly because I keep dying.
How does the talking, like, distract you from the game?
Blue, I need to, like, actually pay attention.
Pay attention.
Is that how it works? I feel like I'm paying attention. I'm just fucking yapping on it. Take your time.
Library books, and I went to Goodwill, and I returned. I donated some stuff I didn't need. I'm preparing for my move in May, making sure that I only have stuff that is important.
Well, Rick, how'd you start your day today?
Okay, I somehow beat you both. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of slagging.
Drank a beer.
No way.
I'm kidding. But I was thinking about, like, why, like, I know I'm not supposed to drink on the job, like, at the hospital, but, like, why can't I have a lunch beer?
I mean, how long is your lunch? I mean, first of all, alcohol is a class 1 carcinogen, so that's a good reason, but if you're gonna avoid, like, you know, not face that,
yeah.
It's probably just like a time thing.
What do you mean by class 1 carcinogen?
Well, that's what Coach Greg says all the time, and he knows about carcinogens because he used to take steroids when he was powerlifting and shit, and it's just... The reason alcohol gets you fucked up in, like, a not productive way is because it's literally just poison. Like, yes, the only reason I fucked with it is because it made it... Like, I didn't regret the over-yapping I did, which it makes you over-yap even more, which I'm already yapping a lot. It made me more extroverted, and I didn't care if I said a little too much and it was dumb, because chances are it's also funny, and like it probably made someone laugh too. And they don't give a fuck as much, because their inhibitions are lowered too, because I'm probably hanging out with people who are drinking, right? But other than that...
On cancer, group 1 carcinogen.
Yeah, it literally gives you cancer, bro.
Oh, okay. Group 1 carcinogen.
Like,
when you said class, I was thinking of like a narcotic.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it basically... Like, real quick, if you were to compare it to what's a class 1 narcotic, like cocaine? Codeine?
Well, Schedule 1 is different from class.
Greg was saying class 1, that might be a Canadian term, he's from Canada. But I mean, like, if you compare alcohol to cocaine, if I had unlimited of either one, and I had to take one regularly, I'd probably just go with the cocaine. Because, like, at least, like, I'm not going to crash my car if I take a little bit before I drive.
Fair.
I mean, that would probably suck too, but...
Probably drive better. See, this is why you just use nature's cocaine, which is jerking off.
Nah, what? It's caffeine. That's low-key a trap too. I mean... You feel energized by jerking off? I mean, yeah, if you're trying to go deep...
You guys were asking about my
wake
up, I drink a beer.
No. What do you actually do? Like, we can talk about the ideal routine after.
Why don't you believe me?
Because you didn't even do that shit when we were all drinking willy-nilly. Like, you've been a square for a long time. Now you're in medical school. There's no way...
You think I don't drink willy-nilly?
Rick. I would love to talk to you about a silly ideal morning routine if we didn't have responsibilities, right? We can do that next if you want. That could be the next topic. But if we're talking like, you know, if we're trying to impart some kind of wisdom to the audience, let's just be honest about our routine until we're done talking about it. I mean, we could switch now and do the ideal routine first.
The audience deserves to know.
Let's just run through, because, you know, there might be some aspiring medical students in the chat, you know what I'm saying? I already marketed it as like, you know, there's a med student in this.
No aspiring medical students should listen to this.
No, like a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You can be entertained.
Canceled immediately.
No. Look, we're thinking too far ahead.
Yeah.
Like, what is you're an actual medical student, so you're like an authority on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not a doctor, but
I am flattered.
You know, it's not, that's a big deal, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of aspiring med students that I met before you started fucking quit and became nurses. Or worse, teacher, no offense. But, like, if they're at Damon, check it out. When you go to a prestigious, like, school to study medicine, in your undergrad anyway, Damon qualifies as that. Like, it's prestigious. But then when they tell me they're gonna be a teacher, I, like, lost so much respect. I mean, I still, like...
Madeline?
No, but Maddy wasn't a med student first. It's totally different. Like, if you want to help the kids like Maddy, I respect you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Drop out of one and they see it as a second.
It's like people, like, whether they were on my cross-country team or, like, they were my neighbors and I got to know them as, like, oh, like, Stephanie is going to be a medical student someday, but first she's doing all this. And then, like, a month later, she's like, oh, bro, it was just so much, like, the chemistry. And I still respect them, obviously. But, like, you know, someone like Rick, he's done 3 years of med school. That's a lot of fucking work. And especially as someone who's just kind of dog shit at schoolwork myself, just the fact that you're able to get all that coursework done is amazing. So, like, you know what I'm saying? You might, if someone's in a similar position, but maybe like a year or two behind, or maybe they're about to finish undergrad and go to med school, you might be able to inspire them, you know, but you got to be honest, right? It can't just be all jokes. There will be jokes, though.
Yeah.
But obviously, disclaimer, like, we're not, you know, claiming to have the secrets to fucking, you know, whatever we talk about. All we have is our experience, right? And that's why, like, you know, that's where the truth is, like, it's all we got.
Yeah.
I mean, like, obviously, like, we have some skills, too, right? And, like, y'all can impart those, like, at your discretion. But it's got to start with the truth, I feel like.
I think a lot of people say they want to do pre-med in like the first year of undergrad. That's because they don't know what they want to do, so they just say something that sounds cool.
Yeah.
And I think very few people who start as pre-med end as pre-med.
No, that's definitely a huge thing, and really, like, other medical fields too. Like, there's a lot of nurses at Damon. There's probably more of those I could think. I didn't even know that many people that were trying to be doctors, but I definitely knew a lot of people that, like, couldn't handle nursing. Like, that was a lot too, and, like, if anyone's in that position that, like, switched up because they just couldn't handle the coursework and it wasn't actually for them like they thought, don't think I don't respect you. It's just, like, obviously, if we're talking about students that, you know, I respect that study shit that I don't, I respect the med students slightly more than, you know, the not med students, because it's harder. But anyway.
I suppose it's an easy, if you're just meeting someone, it's an easy signal to send, or easy signal to read. Right, if someone says...
It's like their level of fucking tenacity as a student.
Yeah, it already signals that I at least completed some of a very difficult curriculum.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the morning routine. I got an espresso machine. I like that. And I really enjoyed the routine of just making a little espresso. Okay, and then I usually set up my lunch for the day, especially during the week, and, you know, hopefully I've meal prepped. So I get my lunch. I make sure my water bottle is full, because I gotta stay hydrated, you know.
Yeah.
Totally.
I make sure my computer's charged. Usually I'm logging into...
Okay, we're actually winning.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's lock in, boys. We're bottom 3.
Got it.
Oh. This is true.
Alright, so you got the coffee in you, you got your computer. Now what? You're, like, out the door? You got lunch? Anything else before you leave?
No. I mean, I make sure I have some breakfast.
And then what? Is it off to the hospital?
Yeah, it's off to the hospital. I try to get there before the doctors do. I think it's the expectation that you do that. It's like, even if it's not necessary, it's a little bit of like a sign of respect. And
I see you.
You show the doctors like, I'm willing to get here super early for the sake of like learning the patients and like learning the workflow.
Like patients, the virtue, not patients that are sick, right?
Yeah. You learn the patients, the ones that are sick. Like you learn who you're gonna see for the day.
Oh, okay.
Because the doctors already have a pretty good idea of like who they're seeing and what they're gonna expect. But like if you're just starting in the way that I am, like you really gotta like you gotta spend a lot more time learning each individual patient. Excuse me.
I see you. Alright, well today...
That's how my morning starts, you know?
No,
I try to get everything done kind of early.
Sounds pretty tough. Early, like how? Like kind of... We should have talked about I should have said about how long does each task take. But like when did you wake up? Like when did this start? And then about when...
I woke up at like...
Are you out the door?
But like, I don't think I really mean this like really chronologically. I mean like, I try to get out the door before other people on campus. Not in like a competitive way, but like I'm trying to make sure that like I'm up and at 'em, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like what time do you think you were out the door headed to class or the hospital?
I was headed to the hospital today a little after 7.
That's
Nice.
tough. Oh damn, so you did all that shit in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And did you include a breakfast or just espresso?
That includes breakfast. I've been eating eggs.
Holy fuck. So you cook eggs and eat them. You cook lots of eggs and eat them. And make coffee.
I eat them at the stove. And the coffee is sort of like, you just like pull the shot, and while it's heating up, I just start the eggs and stuff.
Fat, but you do that in 30 minutes. I'm not saying I couldn't do that, but I guess I've always eaten slow. Like whenever I try to eat fast nowadays, I get these mean hiccups. Like here's my morning routine. Today I woke up at 7:15, and I went meditated for like 3 minutes with the app. I brushed my teeth, took my retainer out. I went and fucking ran like 6.8 miles or some shit like that, and then came back, put the coffee on. First I showered, put the coffee on, and then at that time it was probably like 8:15, 8:30, some shit like that, and then or maybe around 8:40 by the time I'm out the shower eating, and then I get the yogurt and the coffee, and I ate till like 9:30.
Whoa.
Damn near 10, bro. But like, I was kind of zonked after the run, but like...
The Cuban part of you.
Eating slowly?
Yeah, don't Hispanics like classically eat like much slower than Europeans?
I don't recall that.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, like I'm notorious for eating slow. Like when I was in college, bro, you know how many... I used to sit with random people, and even like when I was with my friends that they knew my deal, they'd feel guilty sometimes because they'd be trying to get the fuck out of there after like 20 minutes, and I'd be halfway through my food and they'd see me still eating, and I'd be the last one at the table, and like no one wanted to leave me alone. And after a certain point, like I just got comfortable eating all by myself, and I would just tell them like, but don't feel bad for me, bro. I gotta get this down and shit. You know, I'm running and shit like that. And I would get like 5 plates of food. I would be in the dining hall for like hours at a time sometimes. College is bad, but it's just, yeah. And like lately, like I've been trying to get faster, but it's like, bro, like my stomach hurts the way I'm hiccuping and shit, and I'm like, fuck this, bro. I guess that's why I've started like kind of fasting a little bit. Like I'm trying to bulk, but like, you know, if I want to get shit done, I don't want to eat fucking 4 times a day for a total of like 4.5 hours. Like, dog, let me just eat like 2 bites of yogurt and then start my day. Like, but so today, like,
join me in the house with Lucas.
Yeah, get in this house. So today, like by like what 9:15, I'm done eating, and then I already showered. I like Loki didn't even do anything else before I left. I feel like I might have did a quick freestyle. Like I might have done like a short video for TikTokers. I might have clipped up the podcast, and then I Loki left super early today, at like 10:30, I just said like 9:30. 10:30. I left. Right, so I get back from the run around 8, and then I eat till like 9:30 or like 10ish, and then yeah, like I low-key could have made a song or some shit, or like several, but I probably just made like one video, and then ate even slower, you know, and then I just fucking went to work. Ideally, I like to do something like creative too in the morning, but today I damn near just like ran and fucking ate and got the coffee in and showered and shit. I did get to work a little early though, but yeah, that was today, and I just kind of like went to work and then did what I did before I started talking to you guys. So now I guess like, Maddy, what would you ideally do in the morning? Like same occupation as now, like pretend you're working. What do you do before work, starting when you wake up, if you could do whatever?
Well,
and this could be silly.
Whatever. Fuck!
And like tell us why. So like at this time I would drink the beer because whatever Rick's reason for the beer is. Stuff like that. Let's start with Maddy and then Rick. Or Rick, if you want to start with the beer. Up to you. Rick, Rick, would you want to at all wake up and drink a beer, and why?
No, I think...
Like, first thing in the morning sounds crazy to me.
I mean, it certainly happened. I mean, I don't think I actually ever did it in college, but it was certainly a thing on days of concerts, right? Like, darties, you know, you could pregame a show.
I low-key never even really did. I had like one in college. We had a Spring Fest every year, but I would always have like a meet. So like I would get to that like if I went at the end of the day.
That's why college athletes fare better, even though they're busier. Because they avoid all the riffraff.
Were you doing pre-med the whole time you were in college?
No, I started really thinking seriously about it during my senior year.
Facts. I mean, I've definitely like woken up and gotten fucked up. Don't get me wrong, but like nothing against beer. Like, and I used to like drinking beers too. Like, you know, like when we like having a fire in the woods, I drink like fucking 8 beers. But I don't know. It's just like now I'm always driving, or like I want to be able to drive all the time, and I don't want to worry about my drive. Like I'm already worried about driving sober just because of the other people on the road I have to share it with. Like the women on the road, bro. Like, god damn, dog. Like, I feel like it's almost like so distracting with the volume of traffic sometimes, where like if there's a couple people driving bad and the streets are full as fuck, it's almost like the amount of concentration I need. It feels like I'm fucked up when I'm not, and I'm pretty sharp on the road when I'm not drunk.
Blue roads.
Whenever
so like,
I wake up, I usually have like a headache. It's kind of annoying.
What?
I drink like literally a mason jar's worth of water, and that kind of helps.
That's
but
good.
I often wake up and my head hurts.
That's weird. Usually if I get headaches these days, it'll be like at the end of the day, and it's probably just like pent up stress, or like I'm getting sick, or maybe I just went a little too hard. I think. Sometimes they seem random, but it's not too common. First thing in the morning is weird. Have you talked to a doctor about that?
Yeah, it could be meds, it could be me clenching my teeth, you know.
I mean, yeah, I have a bad feeling possibly that cocktail of meds could be doing it. I assume most meds are fucking poison. What all, do you want to talk about what all you fucking take? Is it just like hormones and like steroids basically?
I take estrogen, I take desvenlafaxine, and I've been going back on a multivitamin for good measure, although I don't think it helps.
Multivitamins are good.
Yeah, but it's like a giant, like, golf ball, you know? The link.
Yeah, because it's like a bunch of vitamins, right?
Yeah. I'm getting frustrated.
Yeah, we gotta assemble in a fucking building.
I'm getting frustrated.
Rick, come camp in the middle building with me.
I want to kill people.
Alright, I'm right behind you.
You behind me?
I want to kill people.
Well,
Maddy, join us in the middle building.
Go to downtown New York.
No.
I want to kill people in Call of Duty.
I can't help you there.
Oh. Oh, wow. I just walked into an obby claymore for the game winner. Holy shit.
Dude, I was right there with you, but you took all the blast.
Yikes. That's like those fucking, those pager bombs in Israel.
Yo.
Damn.
Yeah, so, like, Israel-Palestine is, like, kind of a contentious thing, but the Gaza Strip is not contentious, it would seem.
I think it is, though. Wouldn't that set those Oh, tell us about just, like, the dynamics of this protest. Like, what was your role? Did you interact with people? Or is it just a bunch of people not really, like, protesting together, just individually yelling? And I'm still wondering, like, what were the results? How do you enact... How is the protest affecting the environment besides blocking traffic and it's loud?
Oh, well, we weren't blocking traffic. We were on the sidewalk in front of the UN. So we were outside the UN, giving the message as the UN was having its conference about the Gaza Strip. So
were there any...
Sends a message to the embassy and the ambassadors and everybody that they should end the blockade to let food and stuff into the Gaza Strip.
So what were the highlights of this experience for you?
I'm sorry to say that even though it shouldn't be fun, I do have fun at protests. I get to play.
I think it certainly should be fun. Hey, let's camp in the building.
Definitely.
I get to play my drum and I get to jam out with other people on the street. And sometimes they're good, and it's actually like a lot of fun.
Oh, so you look, you had a drum circle. What kind of? You have a snare drum you bring with you, or what? Tell us all about that.
I use a shoulder-slung drum set tom. It's lower pitch because lower pitches travel farther, and I tune the head real low, and I have both sides of the drum.
Ooh. Watch that kill cam, bro. Oh shit. Rick, how did someone get in the crib, bro?
Because they killed me. They snuck into the back and killed me.
Bro, you gotta let me know when we're camping together, because they just snuck in and shot me in the back too. I had all these fucking claymores.
Yeah, sorry, that's my bad.
What the?
I'm going back up right now.
Same.
Alright, I'm trying to clear the top of the house right now.
Oh, there's someone up there, maybe. What the fuck? Are they throwing flashbangs from outside? I threw one up there and it didn't hit anybody, but... Is he in the bathtub? No? Where's this fucking jack off? He's not in there anymore. Oh shit.
I'm hiding in the bathroom.
Where are the enemies at? Oh my god, what? How did they see me, bro? Fuck. Someone just shot me from down low. That's alright, I'm about to get back up there. It's alright, they're only beating us by double. What the fuck?
Oh, okay, I got friggin'...
There might be too many of our rando teammates fucking trying to do this too.
Yeah, it's like everyone...
Oh, bro, why do I keep getting fucking hit markers, dog? Throwing flashbangs and shit? Hold on, I gotta go close range, I guess. See, the M16 kind of sucks for close range. Get fucked. Oh my god, bro, they keep throwing these fucking flashbangs. Oh no, alright, they took the house.
It's okay, we'll get it
Look,
back.
Does one of y'all have a launcher? If you do, take out that helicopter. Look, Rick, come up here.
I just switched classes.
Oh.
Well, now I'll get to switch classes and they're just predators.
You'll be missed.
Predator.
Oh. Gotcha, lad boy.
I don't know these maps. It's just a bunch of trees.
We played on this shit a million times. Look, just look at the mini-map and go to where the blue arrows are at. That's us.
No, I'm trying.
Well, start succeeding, huh? Let me see.
play the campaign.
How? No, dude. The maps in the campaign are like similar to the online maps, but they're way different. Like the layout's like not the same at all. I mean, that might help you get a little better at like aiming and some shit like that, but I feel like you just gotta play online like a lot. That's a bad part about video games. Like if you suck, you just gotta play a lot, and it's like we're adults, so like we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like playing this shit when I'm just at the house. Like if I'm ever on hold, I have to call somebody, and I'm gonna be on fucking hold. I just play this game and I talk on speakerphone, or like. Yeah, like if my car's in the shop and I can't go anywhere and I'm back here, I just rode my bike back, fire this shit up. Or like at the end of the day, like now. I forgot. Bitch! Alright, we're kind of closing the gap here.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay fuck! I want to talk and I want to play and I can't do both.
I mean, Maddy, like, just like the ladies in the bathroom, like, this game, it's just a fucking game. Like, I'm getting shit on too, dude. I'm over here 4-4. Like, that's not that good. And I've had games where I get 1 kill and like 1,000,000 deaths, dude. Just keep trying to regroup with me and Rick, and we're gonna keep being in the house on this map. Rick, get upstairs quick. Oh shit, they got claymores upstairs, watch out.
I'm just trying to sneak out the freaking...
Are you sniping too?
I was just going at it with...
Oh, what just killed you, bro?
The issue is, I think a good podcast is when we talk, but a good game is when we play. We gotta figure out...
We can do both.
No, not good enough.
Like, look, at the start of the game, I'm gonna say a strategy, and we just gotta do that the whole game, because it's never really gonna... Like, unless we're doing it and we fail too much, it's gonna work. Like right now, I'm at the top of the house, I got the claymore, I just sniped somebody. And I'm gonna keep doing that until they take me out. But they're not gonna take me out if you guys help defend the house. But you gotta lock in and keep that, you know, keep it tight, and we gotta communicate. Like, look. Rick, did you just die? Was that you behind me?
I did, yeah.
Alright, so next time you gotta let me know, because now I gotta quickscope people with the fucking balcony. You know, I don't have time to switch to my assault rifle, but here I am. Soloing. One-man army, so I can switch to an assault rifle, but it takes a second.
Oh my gosh.
Can I do it? Got a claymore. Am I gonna get him? Let me see, let me see, let me see.
Okay, there's a bunch on this side, Lou.
They're jamming the shit out of my radar, which... Ooh. Fuck. Hit marker with a grenade launcher, I love it.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Fuck. Alright. I'm not. I'm still up here. Oh shit. Fuck! Boom! They snuck attacked me by the twos.
Can't even see where they're coming
That's alright. Get back in the house. Get back in the house. We were just like 3,900 to 4,700, and now it's 3,900 to 5,700. Whoa. That's alright.
So bad.
We can still close it.
We need one where we don't talk and we just lock in and play. And then we need one where we're like...
Alright, do you want to lock in for the rest of the game? I don't think that's gonna help. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not really hindered at all. Well,
I'm very hindered.
I guess you gotta interrupt the topic to say shit like, yo, they've got our house or shit like that, right? But other than that...
I'm not good at multitasking. I have very low RAM.
I'm not good at multitasking either, but like, talking is not really a task. It does disrupt the flow. But, I mean, keep in mind, no matter... Like, there were... The clip I clipped up, which sounded like a pretty cohesive account of Rick's experience at school, it was definitely interrupted a couple times by shit like him just going fuck, or like, they're coming. But I just cut that part out. So even if the conversation isn't that cohesive, like, I could fix that. But obviously, like, it would be better if we could all just sit and yap, but like, you know, I guess, like, we can't really just all put our faces out there, right? So, like, this is kind of... I feel like this is the best for now. Because then we also get to play this game, too. Oh, fuck. Fucking... Bro, no-scoping is mad hard, dude. Alright, look, I'm up here, though. Let's gotta plant these claymores. Oh, that's the end of that.
That's okay.
Should we all use the same class? And the same strategy?
Fuck, 14 kills each.
Look,
they got
Rick, make a fucking make a
high rise.
yeah, make a class with one man army.
All right, I'll do that right now.
Hold on, it might be faster if I. No, it's faster if I just tell you. Look, one class. Take your sniping class, and put the perk 1 as 1 man army, and then
Got it.
put claymores, and then your favorite tactical. Put like stun grenades, the blue one, and then make another class with your favorite assault rifle, with a grenade launcher, if you got it. Also 1 man army, also claymores. And then maybe like you can put smoke for that if you like smoke grenades. And then for that one, put danger close as the red perk. And so, have you used 1 man army before? Do you know how it works?
Yeah, I do. I think.
So you could just switch between the classes. Like if you have 1 man army, you swap to the secondary, and then it pulls up the create a class, and then you can go to the other 1 man army class. You could just swap. So like, I was in the house, and I'm in the top of the house looking for people. I got the sniper rifle, but then if like when you guys died, and I want to switch to my assault rifle, I just switch to the assault rifle class. So then if they trip my claymores, if they throw stun grenades at me, I could have a better shot with the M16, you know, than like quick scoping. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this fucking. Let's just log it back to that. But first, let's briefly touch on this. Did you guys see this Sydney Sweeney fucking American Eagle jeans commercial?
She is amazingly attractive.
She's pretty cute. Not a natural blonde, so disqualified for me. But she cool knockers or whatever. Doesn't look bad in the jeans. The jeans don't look bad. But bro, everyone on TikTok is like, eugenics, bro. Like the campaign was like, she's got good genes, spelled GENES, and all these bitches with brown hair, I guess, that are like fat with bad genes are like, oh my god, they're insinuating that like blonde and blue eyes with a good figure is like the ideal woman. Like, what has happened to society? Like, that's always how it's been. She's got like an old Mustang. She's like dropping the hood on a Mustang and like dusting her hands off on her, not Levi's. I like Levi's better, but like I'm sure Levi's has done this exact same shit. I'm like, yeah, bro, like our interests haven't changed no matter how woke society gets, bro. Like all these fucking retarded people trying to first of all, what do you guys think of this ad?
So for I have another line for the podcast for tomorrow. When women talk about beauty standards,
I mean, I'm recording again right now. You can say whatever you want.
When women talk about beauty standards, they're empowered. When men talk about beauty standards, they're called incels.
Yeah, and it's because y'all ladies don't. I mean, you can, because you know you've been on the other side, but I don't think ladies can really. What's the word? They can't separate the facts from their feelings when the facts hurt their feelings. Unless a woman is like living a happy life, even then, she still can't really see the whole reality of life because the world kind of just panders to women, and women are kind of designed that way to, you know, to survive and like keep their kids alive, right? So like
that is a thing called comp-het.
I just call it solipsism. What's that word?
Oh, comp-het is compulsory heterosexuality, named by Adrian Rich in '92, I believe, where women get told by society ever since you're young with the Disney princesses and the dolls and the playing house that you don't count as a real woman until you've reproduced and cared for your husband and raised kids. And if you don't do all those things, then you're not a real woman and you're not valid and you don't get to exist. Similar to how men get told if you're not a protector, you're not a, you know, the breadwinner, if you're not a strong guy, if you're not a leader.
Yeah, it's just like gender roles, cultural expectations of gender roles, basically, right?
So on the women's side, women get told you have to reproduce, you have to get married, you have to not be single.
Yeah.
And if you are, you failed as a woman, you don't get to exist. That's called comp-het.
Should we continue with this train of thought, or should we just keep talking about the jeans ad? Because I can do either one.
Oh, well, the jeans ad, I think, is relevant to that, because the jeans ad is using a traditionally pretty woman to sell products.
Pretty woman.
And people are mad that the advertisement isn't realistic, which is fair. And, you know, traditional feminism says the woman can do whatever. Therefore, the woman gets to choose, do I want to be empowered and be independent, or do I want to be, you know,
don't sneak up on me, boy.
That makes fun of us and constrains us. So I literally spawned right next to where I died, and I can't believe it killed me. And it's a really interesting thing, because it's nice to be wanted, right? To be not like overly sexualized, but just to be told that you matter, right? People talk about how men don't get to like have feelings, and men don't get to get compliments.
Yeah.
And then women get too many compliments to the point that they get catcalled and stalked and shit. Right? Both of those are not
like, they don't even appreciate them anymore, bro. I take every chance I get. I mean, I've had to dial it back, but I was like, for a minute, I was like, bro, I'm just gonna insult these women every chance I get. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to do it, but like, if I'm like when I first started at work, part of, you know, sometimes I'd bump heads with my coworkers, literally just because of the subject matter of our conversations, like when there wasn't work to do. Because I would just, you know, not like in a bad way, and it was always like based on facts. But I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, okay, like, she's a little goofy because she does X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna point that out. Because, like, if not me, then who? Like, bro, every other guy in the workplace, and probably in her life, is just kissing her ass. Because, like, I happen to work with just, like, a bunch of attractive women. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, that's where we're at. Like, they're so, like, a lot of them are full of shit because they think their shit doesn't stink. Because that's what the world around them tells them. But that's not even good. Like, I think that's like detrimental overall. But
it does.
It's like some things you can't hide from the truth, right? So like when men see an ad like this, they're like, "Oh, bro, she's so hot," like Rick said, and like maybe my girl can look good in these jeans like she did. I might buy these jeans because we see the facts. And we can accept them. Not that some men aren't, like, delusional, right? But the men who are mentally stable are like, huh, that's not a bad-looking girl. But it's according to TikTok, and, like, I'm sure, like, most of the comments I've read on TikTok are from people that fucking... Most of them don't even have a profile picture, so I'm assuming they're ugly as fuck. But they're all just like... And I'm also assuming they're just, like, not... They don't look like Sweeney, because they're like... This is, like, eugenics, or, like... The way my jaw dropped when I saw this jeans thing. I mean, there are a lot of people that were like, what's wrong with the ad? I don't get it. And like, some of them seem to be girls. But then these girls are quick to reply to him like, she used the word gene, like she spelt it like gene, like it's eugenics. And like, I replied to a couple, but like maybe just one. And I was like, this is going to be bad. Like, I'm planting the bomb right now, dude. Because like, bro, TikTok is full of these miserable little bitches. A lot of them are kids too, which is so sad. But they're so confused.
Don't talk to kids on the internet, Lou. You'll get.
Well, it's like you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like people either I don't know how old you have to be to make a TikTok, but like everyone's on TikTok. That's why I try not to just comment that much. But like, bro, my mind is just blown when I see the shit these people are talking, and it's literally just because like most of it is because they're kids and like they don't have enough, or they're fucking 18, 19, young 20-something year olds, and they don't have life experience because they grew up just fucking using an iPad whenever they got made fun of. You know what I'm saying? They just stuck in their room. But like, I'm seeing things like fucking... I'm gonna read some comments right now. Let's see what the fuck's going on. Like, this shit might be my first... Okay, I'm glad I have a horse meme recommended instead of this as my first thing, but... Let me just type... It's like a trending topic. And that's why we're talking about it. Oh shit, I'm an idiot. I muted my computer thinking I was just gonna mute the game. Alright, so here's...
My IG is just like full of just femboys and trans women. I'm not joking.
Okay, here's more retard shit. Brandy says, why are we sexualizing jeans? We can answer this question first, right? Why do you guys think we're sexualizing jeans? And I guess this ad, this one I'm looking at is kind of... She's got a jean jacket on and jeans, nothing under the jean jacket. So I guess that's sexualizing a bit.
Yeah.
Why are we sexualizing jeans?
together, so she's clearly wearing something.
Yeah, but it's like, why are we sexualizing the jeans? It's like, why do we sexualize any product?
To sell it. It's capitalism.
Yeah, and who buys things in capitalistic societies?
Short-term engagement, but I have a thermal scope which is really zoomed in.
It's alright, Rick. If you want to focus, we can have Rick answer instead.
What's up? Yeah, I can answer the question. Why are we sexualizing jeans?
Yeah, like, why do we sexualize every product when we can?
Sell shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because who buys products?
I mean, everyone, but you're probably thinking women.
Everyone on Luland.
Well, sometimes women buy products, but like in general.
Your stuff to sell it.
Hold on. What do you need to buy things?
Money.
Yeah, and who usually makes money?
The money?
Yeah, who makes the money?
75 cents on the dollar.
Right, but like when that money's being made, where's it coming from? Like who?
Man.
Yeah. So, and these.
I just want to be.
What? Say what you want to say.
No. What I want to say is, you could probably just say anything and I would repeat it really loudly, or like whatever obvious answer, I would just repeat it super loudly.
Well, I mean, if the obvious answer is true, say that answer. Because like the truth is obvious, but sometimes people don't want to say it. But like even if it's the uncomfortable truth, if you're not sure if I want the truth or like the funny answer, the obvious, say the truth. Because it's probably both. Because the truth's pretty funny.
Speak your truth.
It's like people saying things like the male gaze. Why are we making jean advertisements for the male gaze? And that's a comment that like I'm sure like some fucking little teenage girl wrote. Some teenage girl that is saying things like the male gaze. Like what the fuck? Like how?
Trying to sell jeans.
Yeah, I guess like some people just don't understand that. But it's like, yo.
What the angry women on TikTok are calling out is that they feel bad that they're being shown a pretty woman and they feel like they can't meet that standard.
I mean, it's like, says who? Like, I mean, okay, let's take a look at this broad.
Nothing.
She's not. This is the same thing as the first Transformers movie with Megan Fox, except I don't think this chick is quite as hot as Megan Fox. I mean, before the witchcraft, I thought Megan Fox was hot. Now I don't, but Sydney Sweeney has great jeans. They don't even always spell it. This ad, they spelled it like jeans, denim pants.
The fact that they said that in an ad is a little bit eugenics-y, and that's a little iffy. I don't like that.
Well, why don't you like that?
Because that sounds like white supremacy.
And you like that, don't you?
Okay.
Like that.
Perhaps I can see why you say that, right? But like, what if what if whites are supreme? No, that's not what I'm gonna say. But why are our models constantly?
They're clearly not supreme.
First of all, why is Sydney Sweeney herself cosplaying not only when she's doing an ad, but fucking every day she wears dyed blonde hair? Why is she cosplaying as a blonde girl?
Well, that goes back to how much is playing God and how much is expressing yourself, doesn't it?
Well, why do you think she's playing God to look like a girl with different color hair?
Well, you said earlier that like some stuff is natural and some stuff is playing God, and like, well, is dyeing your hair natural or is it playing God?
I say it's playing God, but like what I'm getting at is like, why is blonde the most popular color to dye your hair for women in America? In my opinion,
there's a practical reason for that, and then there's also another reason for that.
What do you think is the main reason?
One of it's like desire for white supremacy and shit, and the other reason is that dyeing something a lighter color is easier than dyeing something a darker color.
That's true. But like, okay, but I'm saying like, okay, say you were gonna dye your hair.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like. Do you like blonde hair? I mean, you might be different, but it just seems to me like all these brown-haired girls dye their hair blonde because they think it looks good. Because for, you know, a change nowadays, these girls are in line with reality, and it does look good. And a lot of men like that.
I would agree.
I like it sometimes, even though I'm saving myself for a virgin bride that has actual blonde hair from Denmark, or like, you know, that area I mentioned earlier. But that's just because I plan to live a great life and do what I got to do as a man and build a fat business that makes a lot of money and provides for everybody. Does, you know, spreads the good news properly, righteously. So I'll be able to demand that when it's time. But you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone, all these girls want to be blonde because blondes are hot, and that's just true. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't sit right with a lot of people, even though it's like an objective fact. Or well,
one of those things where it's like you try and play the game, or do you not try and play the game? So like,
yeah.
So like on the one hand, you could reject the. Hold on, I have. So on the one hand, you could reject the beauty standard and say, I'm not going to try and look white, and I'm just going to be, you know, okay with myself. And on the other hand, you conform to the beauty standard and you say, I'm going to try and look pale, I'm going to try and look like the Europeans, I want lighter skin, lighter hair, you know, skinny, you know, leg jeans.
Skinny jean zone.
Yeah, so, and obviously there's an in-between too, because like, it's just fun to dress up sometimes or just be pretty or whatever. But market demand, if you will, says stuff is hotter if it looks like you're white.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with white skin. And disclaimer, another objective fact, a lot of white girls, unfortunately probably even a lot of the blonde ones, I don't even know any natural blonde girls at this point. I used to think it was a sort of common hair color. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But brown definitely is. Brown with the fucking highlights, that's like all I see when I see blonde. I never see natural blonde girls. But, a lot of them are fucking stupid. Okay? Objective fact, right? Not all of them. But what I'm saying is...
Every single one.
I forgot... No. Like, I forgot why I said that, but like, here's another comment. In a normal situation, making the jeans pun isn't a big deal, but when you add the, quote, genes are passed down, like eye color and hair, while the actress you're showing has blue eyes and blonde hair, it sounds like an advertisement for the Aryan race. And then the first comment, no, it really doesn't. And then the comment after that, Mike says, and it's beautiful. Someone's saying, and then they reply to Mike saying, do the salute next time, it'll be less obvious. So this guy's just saying, look, dude, it's a fact, it looks good. I'm a man, and I'm sponsoring that statement. And they're saying, you're a Nazi.
Oh man, I sponsored this message.
Right, because he's a man commenting, and it's beautiful. Like, it's like he's replying like, yeah, blonde hair and blue eyes is beautiful. And she says, do the salute next time, it'll be less obvious. So she might as well have said, like, all right, Nazi. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful because you're a Nazi. Like, bro, what? Like, okay, because I want a blue-eyed, blonde-haired Aryan girl, I'm a Nazi. Like, that's what these people are saying. That's what they're claiming, right? Assuming they mean what they say in their fucking comments. Someone said, if she was black, you'd be praising her. No response to that one.
Yeah, that resonates.
I mean, this is clearly a fucking retard person, but like...
Oh, wait, these people are friendlies, I can't tell. So, with... It's
Oh, I got kicked.
empowering to call out, fuck. Am I playing or am I talking? So, this is also part of compet, right? Like, why is looking white beautiful and why isn't looking like Latina beautiful except for certain people?
Bro, looking Latina is beautiful. Okay, there's things, like, this is when I keep mentioning objective fact, because, like, while it's not an objective fact that every man in the world that's heterosexual thinks blonde hair and blue eyes and a fit woman is beautiful, it is a fact that it appeals to a large amount of men, right?
Correct.
Okay, so we have that for the blonde hair and blue eyes and the Aryanness, right? And I'd say a larger percentage, but perhaps not Still not all the men that are heterosexual, but probably most of them, high 80s, 90%, find a woman that is in good shape with a little bit of curves to be the most desirable body type, right? So like a bigger audience of fans than the Aryan race, perhaps, but perhaps still not all men. But maybe all men, biologically, if they're being honest.
Not all men.
Probably not all men. There are some guys that genuinely like fat bitches.
Sorry.
Some men genuinely like fat bitches. But mostly, you know what I'm saying? So like, but some things are just, you can't, all men that are wired like properly, that haven't like altered their genetics or anything, or they're mentally unstable, there's certain biological trigger that like arousal triggers, right? Like having wide hips, even though like someone like me, I don't like them too wide. A woman with some wide hips tells my monkey brain, I might not consciously realize this when I'm seeing it, but I'm aware of the fact because I've done my research. When I see the wide hips, my monkey brain is like, she could probably squeeze out a kid or 3. So that's good.
Yeah, that does have some basis.
That's why, you know, the Latina fans are always like, I need a curvy Latina, or like people like
Big booty Latina.
that's why people like girls with big butts. Like, other than that, it's pretty useless. It's just a bunch of fat, makes you weigh more, harder to lift her up. Like, fuck that. But there's no getting around that we want butts. But it's good. That's good. That's the fact. And it's good. See, like, a lot of people don't have religion. I always, when I find these facts... Yeah, God... What'd you say?
I said it's good. It was good.
Yeah, God said it was good. But like, when people don't have God in their life, they're just like, well, is that good? Actually, I think that's kind of bad, because what about all the girls that have a flat butt? How are they going to feel? And that's why all this stupid discourse is allowed to happen, because we just take all these feelings into consideration about topics that like have nothing to do with how you feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I learned that like a female... Sorry, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
We're not necessarily sure how strong the evolutionary pull is versus the societal pull, to be fair.
What?
So, you mentioned...
The evolutionary pull, I think, is much stronger than the societal pull ever will be. And I can give you some examples.
Well, so that's the whole thing with comp pet, right? Like, how did we get into our heads that we should look white, right? That's not an evolutionary thing. That's a marketing and capitalism thing.
Yeah, Adolf. Wasn't it Adolf?
Yeah, well, even in like modern advertising with having good genes, we're talking about looking white or being born a certain way. That is, that's all societal. We're just some marketing company.
Okay, like, let's see. Here, I'll let you finish. I'm going to interrupt you. Am I interrupting you, or you just locked back into code? Like, look, we can find where the society and the culture's agenda meets, like, biological fact. If we just, like, okay, like, why might these folks think that they're able to, like, these folks being, like, a company like American Eagle, why might they think that a blonde white girl being the standard, why do they think people will believe that? Well, because like we discussed, a lot of people do already think that's beautiful, obviously. And an example of that is like how many of these fucking brown-haired girls just dye their hair fucking blonde all the time. I worked with one today. She's great. But she's not happy with her brown hair. Huh?
Remember, it's easier to go blonde than it is to go the reverse.
Yeah, but Maddy, I swear to God, most of these bitches...
Guys, I'm out. I'm out.
All right, have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
Night, Rick.
I don't think...
Time on Lucast for.
Facts. I'm pretty sure most of these girls that are dyeing their hair blonde either like how they look with blonde hair, or they just know that the guys they want like girls with blonde hair, and that's what they do. It's for looks reasons. And, like, it's like a company like American Eagle, a part of why they're down to do an ad like that is because it's low-key like a fact that most people might think, it could be most people think, or most of the target audience think that looks good. And then angry people in the comments are like, oh, eugenics, like, whoa, white. Like, if someone was to argue, like, why white, why not black? Well, are most men probably into black women? And I would say As a guy that likes black women, no. And for me, it's like, are most black women, like, do they fit the bill? Are they in shape? What are some more things we look for, or what are some more things guys look for?
I don't know.
I mean, a lot of them got the wide hips, but I mean, just the in shape is a big one for someone like me too. Like, a lot of these black women in society, our society nowadays, in this country anyway, are not in shape, right? So, like, who's to say? I mean, I feel like they could have maybe done that with a black girl too. But, you know, I mean, who's to say whoever's in charge of the American Eagle marketing isn't a white supremacist, you know? Maybe that just wasn't their agenda to push the chocolate jeans. I don't know if they're trying to push any jeans, you know, but I think, you know, unless we can get them on the podcast, we can't really figure that one out. All we can do is speculate, right? But
Kind of tell. I mean, good jeans, like, that is a pretty classic supremacy sort of deal.
yeah, but I think if anything, they just saw that lineup and they were like, oh, that's funny. You know, like, they're sort of making like a meme out of it. Whether or not whatever their preference is, or whatever they want their target audience to prefer. Like, it's like these TikTok people are thinking like they're deliberately doing this to try to push the Aryan flavor as the master race, when I think they're just selling jeans because they know a large part of their target audience does prefer that. Because that's just the way it is. So they're playing to what works for them. You know what I'm saying?
I think they also know that they're going to do something controversial and it'll get more attention. Like, we wouldn't be talking about American Eagle at all if they hadn't done any of this.
I mean,
if they'd just been Sydney Sweeney without the comments, then I don't think we'd be talking about this ad. So them being controversial and fucking with people on purpose is probably part of the marketing scheme, which I think is a little dishonest.
I mean, I don't know. Dishonest. I don't know if they were even thinking it was going to be controversial. Maybe.
Oh, they knew.
I
knew.
I think, yeah.
Maybe. At that level, they knew.
Yeah, you're right. They're aware of the social climate, I guess.
Oh yeah, they have to be. If they're advertisers, they have to know everything about their.
It's just like, I feel like I've seen this fucking ad, like I've seen Levi's ads, or like when we graduated high school, like people from high school that were just like fucking genetically blessed, they'd be modeling on Instagram, and I'd see they're doing Calvin Klein ads, and there are probably some blonde girls doing shit like that, and I didn't see any comments like this back then, because back then it was still like, oh yeah, these people look good, they're models. Like, people like this look, they're gonna buy their products they're wearing, right?
Yep.
But that, like, nothing's changed, except what, you know, what people think they're supposed to be saying in society. And that's when I start cringing and I go, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Like, if not a Sydney Sweeney, then fucking who? Lizzo?
Yeah.
Because guess what? If you put Lizzo in the fucking jeans, that shit ain't gonna work.
No.
So that's my deal. Like, it's just like when things go viral and people are upset, I'll be upset too if there's something to be upset about. But to me, this is just, it's business as usual, and I just feel like everyone who's really going out of their way to try to paint this as like some kind of fucking corrupt power move by corporations to try to fuck the society up, they're probably just projecting to some degree because they don't think they're pretty, or they just don't look like Sydney Sweeney, or probably both.
I would agree.
Because I have yet to click on any of these profiles that leave a comment like this and see a pretty girl that doesn't look like Sydney Sweeney. Let's take a look. I mean, I don't even look. You don't even need to take a look because, like,
I mean, the ad worked.
We're
they're
right.
talking about it and they're remembering it, and even us. I don't wear jeans. I think they're too uncomfortable. I don't think they have good pockets. like, we're talking about this ad, which means that the advertising did its job, not only with a pretty woman on one level, but also with a, you know, controversy about eugenics on the other.
Yeah, I'm looking. Okay, so look, Holly said Abercrombie, I'm on my way, and all she's got is a fucking profile picture. And it looks like she's blonde, but it's fake. And she has blue eyes.
Yeah.
Not as pretty as Sydney Sweeney, but she does have big blue eyes. But, I mean, she's...
It's also a photo. They could have skinnied her up on Photoshop, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Sydney Sweeney looks way more mid in real life, but... Okay, let's see what Doja Cat is saying, bro.
Like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue. Genes are passed down from parents.
Alright, she's just fucking reading in a dumbass accent.
Trait.
I think Doja Cat is done saying dumb shit.
I think the American Eagle ad is rage bait, and that's how it's doing its advertising.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a part of, like, all advertising now. Because rage bait is low-key cool.
Advertising with a pretty woman, and it's doing level 2 advertising with the rage bait of jeans.
Yeah. Well, I guess we've probably over-talked this topic. I'll keep going, but I'm going to stop the recording unless you want to say anything else. We seem to be on the same page. I mean, how else can
fuck.
you...
Oh, I love this thermal stove.
Let me see if... Thermal's tough. Let me see if I can... Who's talking about this on YouTube? Fucking nobody. Let me see. Sydney Sweeney. What does she even do? Is she an actress or is she a musician?
I don't know. I don't follow celebrities. I think idolatry of any human is dangerous.
Yeah, I literally don't give a fuck at all about any of them. It's just like, I see this shit on TikTok and I'm like, well, it's viral, so maybe it can help me go viral.
Yeah.
That's enough of that. That was
that's why Doja Cat
Lucast 3.
did something dumb, so she could also go viral. I think if she had a serious response, she wouldn't have gone
I mean,
viral.
she's also just a goofball. Like, before her music blew up, she would just be, like, on internet chat rooms, like, fucking whipping her tits out and saying dumb shit. And she's always wearing dumb shit. I mean, she kind of wears shit to go viral, too, but...
Yeah.
Because she's still... I mean, yeah, she's made her money and kind of retired to a point, but everyone loves attention.
Yeah.
That's something people fucking deny, too.
Wanted. It's human to be wanted. And women are over-wanted, and men are under-wanted, I think.
Maybe we can start the next episode with that to some degree. I mean... Here, I'm gonna... Thanks for watching, folks. More soon.